Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us and tuning in to the online webinar Technology Startups Post-COVID-19 and How Does It All Fit Together. I'm Joe Liu from Taipei Computer Association, and I will be a moderator today. We are so sorry for a technical issue that we had today. We had tested it before, but that didn't happen. So sorry for roughly 15-minute delay. So now we are going to commence the whole event. So as many of you may have known, COVID-19 has disrupted a lot of corporate agendas and usual lives. And because of travel restrictions in place, many events are canceled. So Taipei Computer Association is joining forces with Chinese International Economic Cooperation Association to organize this event and discuss potential partnership or collaboration that will be useful to our online audience, and more importantly, to share what we think and how we think we can help to our global audience. So before we start, I would like to ask you a small favor to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the icon bell to make sure that you didn't miss any of our latest news. So without any further ado, I'd like to invite the Deputy Director General of Bureau of Foreign Trade, Mr. Liu Zhihong. Please join me in welcoming the Deputy Director General, Mr. Liu Zhihong. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Henry Liu. I'm very glad to be here. Today marks a very important day for Taiwan. In fact, if you don't know it, it is the 57th day of no new confirmed days indigenously in Taiwan of COVID-19. We are very proud of this record because this is a reflection of how Taiwan can conquer the challenge of COVID-19. I think the reason is because Taiwan is a place that everybody helps. For example, for governments, at the beginnings of these epidemics, people are so afraid because Taiwan only locates less than 200 kilometers away from mainland China. And we have millions of peoples flying back and forth from all the major cities, including Wuhan, in mainland China. But thanks to the helping hands of governments, that reacts very early, in fact, since the very beginnings of January this year. Government already convenes continuous meetings, thinking of a strategy to counter the challenge. And we have been successfully being able to work with our industry to make new machines and to make all the masks which is sufficient for all the citizens to wear. I think this is very important because without a mask, I think psychologically it's hard to survive these epidemics. So people become very calm. So if you visit Taipei, you can see all the people are very peaceful, orderly. They stay very good distance among each others in the train or in the public spaces to ensure that everybody will be safe. The business is also helping. Even though there are many small and medium-sized companies that are competing with each other daily in Taiwan, but once we have these disasters, they all come together. We form a national team for mask, also national team for the protection gowns, and this make us being able to make the mask and protection gown from insufficient to surplus. So that's why we are able to donate those personal protection equipments to all the country in the world as a showing of how Taiwan can help. Of course, today's thing is about technology. I think all the technology circles in Taiwan are also helping because they have developed software like e-mask, like a mask distributors network, so that people don't have to waste their time. They can enjoy the benefits of technology by sitting in their homes to order the mask they want. Of course, mask is not a very high value product, But we have a lot of friends who will come up to this stadium to introduce the technology they have invented, that they will be helping all the country in the world to see how we can overcome this challenge of COVID-19 in a smarter way. So by being here, I'm very pleased that we have the Taipei Computer Association and CIECA that assemble all the best brains in Taiwan. And we hope that you can find this forum very interesting and informative. And hopefully we can keep in touch. Please leave your message. So if you have any question, if you have any demands, you have any other corporations initiative, we'll be happy to entertain. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Liu Zhihong, the Deputy Director General of Bureau of Foreign Trade. Indeed, he makes a lot of good points about why Taiwan has been okay so far in terms of fighting COVID-19. And here now, I would like to delve into the topic for today, technology startups post-COVID-19 and how does it all fit together. Today, we have two experts with us today. One is Dr. Xiong, who is the founder of Windows Technology. And the other guy we have here is Dr. Fu, who is the manager of Industrial Technology Research Institute, or otherwise known as ITRI. They are gonna share with us how their technologies are helping during this time. So perhaps we can ask Dr. Xiong to start the presentation first.
Thank you for having me. It's a great honor to share our experiences in, helping the world to fight against COVID-19. This is Joseph, the founder and CEO at Windows Technology. Windows Technology founded in 2014, and we are a biotech startup, and now mature enough to have some good, products and solutions to fight against COVID-19. For now, the main products we have, one is this one, Hime. It's the only, fingertip blood drawing device in the world, can help anyone, anywhere to draw blood. And once the blood collected by this device, then we can have the blood for doing, antibody test or even, virus test. And by this means, actually, during the pandemic, we already engage many needs around the world. And yet, we are helping, and as well as Taiwan is helping. And later, I hope that I can share some more ideas to fight against COVID-19 together. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Xiong. Very interesting product, Heim, over here. We will probably dive into more details later. And then I would like to ask Dr. Fu to share about what ITRI has done. We know ITRI is very powerful in Taiwan. Please share how you think and just information about your company, please.
Okay. Thanks for your introduction. So today is my pleasure to join the InnoVEX conference. So my name is Yiken Fu, come from the ITRI, and I graduated from the National Central University in Taiwan and worked for ITRI for 10 years. So my research is focused on the gallium nitride material and applications. So I published 34 SCI related paper and get the 33 patent, and I also got the 3 award come from the R&D 100 award in United States. So I just give a brief introduction for ITRI. ITRI is the R&D center. It's a non-profit organization. We got the 60% budget from the government, and another 40% budget comes from the companies. And in ITRI, there are a PhD and the master engineers. Engineers are nearly 5,000 employees. So it is very, there are many powerful engineers in ITRI. So our slogan is also the innovating a better future. So you can see the slide. This is another ITRI mini. Yeah. And the ITRI organization is very huge. I believe the ITRI is a small industrial chain in Taiwan. There are 6 core labs, including the optical electronic, communication, green energy, biomedical, and material and machine. Yeah, and we have if we have a special mission, we also ITRI will also open a specialized center to support the industry to develop the technologies. And in my lab, we built out a 3-by compound semiconductor lab. So we can use the MOCVD and the chip equipment to do the nitride materials. The applications, maybe we focus LED, micro LED, and UVC LED, and we also develop the gallium nitride silicon for power and RF device for beyond 5G applications. So we set the laboratory to the open platform to cooperate with another laboratory. So I just give the 2 to show how to cooperate in ITRI. So this is come from the Computational Intelligence Technology Center. We got the R&D 100 award in 2017. This lab technology we built are the higher than 400 sensors in MOCVD machine. So they can collect the sensor data, and they use the machine learning algorithm to check the MOCVD status. So they can tell you how many percentage the key parts will maybe malfunction for the next one. So it licensed this technology for LED industry and the DRAM industry. Another example is we cooperated with the machine laboratory. They developed the Cyber AP. This is a simulation tool, so it can simulation the MOCVD relay. I mean, you can set out the diagram, your equipment diagram. Then you can change or set your growth conditions. So the simulation tool will provide the growth rate and the signal uniformity to the customers. So if you want to do the R&D research, so you don't need to spend the resource to maybe to operate the MOCVD machine. You just use a simulation tool, then you can get the many result from this simulation tool. So I believe the ITRI is very huge. We always cooperate with another laboratory to develop the NOVA projects. Yeah. So this is just a brief introduction about me. Thank you.
Thank you. That indeed was a very comprehensive introduction of ITRI and your department. And I just knew that we all graduated from National Central University, as your department is Department of Photonics or Optics and Photonics. It's very famous in NCU. And I would just like to follow on the product you brought today. It seems that you have some technical prototype or something that you bring, can you share with us? Because ICHI as a research institute is very huge and powerful, as I said. Can you share with us what those products are for? What are they used for?
Okay. So my research right now for against COVID-19, we developed a special LED. We call the UVC LED. UVC is the wavelength. The wavelength is below 280 nanometers. So you can use this wavelength to destroy the structure of a DNA or RNA of a bacteria or virus. So compare with the mercury lamp, they also can produce UVC wavelength. The wavelength maybe is 254 nanometers, but if you choose the LED technology, you can easily control the emitting wavelength. I mean, if you want to destroy the COVID-19 or you want to destroy the special bacteria, you can choose the different wavelengths to improve your system efficiency. So today I bring the two products right here. The one product is a water flow sanitizer. It is mass production. I think maybe next month you can buy this product in Taiwan.
Wow.
So yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
So right now we integrate a UVC LED module and filter cooperative with CIECA Foundation for emergency use. So we test disinfection efficiency is higher than 99.99% in a very small second. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
the
other part that is mask reuse. When the COVID-19 happened, many people they don't buy the mask, so you should reuse your mask. So my boss tell me you need to develop the product within the 2 weeks to let the engineer in Italy can use your machine to recover your mask. So this is just the prototype. Maybe we just do the 20 system to give another laboratory to use. So if you put the mask in the systems, I think you can reuse the 10 times, 10 cycles.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 times.
That is super useful if you bring it to Europe or somewhere.
Yep.
There is a shortage of
Yep.
masks. So I think those products are pretty helpful. And so here Dr. Xiong brings a high product, because I believe you mentioned that you can draw your blood easily. Can you further elaborate on that product and share some thoughts with us?
Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, COVID-19 broke out this, February. And since then, many people struggle, especially to know their health status. But especially for now, and the past few months, many, hospitals or clinics and so on and so forth, occupied because of COVID-19. So as a result, many people, they really wonder what are their own situations. So it's very important to know, especially for traveling or even for, many other reasons. But very important, blood is essential in addition to, the upper respiratory tract, the swab sample. And so that, especially as I mentioned, many, medical professionals, they are very busy and were very busy to, in taking care of many people's health, life, and so on and so forth. but I mean, doing the blood test, especially to know antibody or even COVID-19 virus in a person is the first step. So that's the need. So in the last few months, especially, many inquiries from many places, reach us, and especially looking for a product, the only product in the world, HIME. And as I mentioned earlier, it's the only device in the world can draw blood. Anyone can do it, and simply put your, fingertip upon the device, and then click the start, and then blood will be, collected. And the blood is essential, as I mentioned, for antibody test as well as virus test. So this is the solution we have. But very important is that, um, uh, I mean, for now, many people they are struggle in the, lockdown. So in this regard, high will be very essential, especially if some people sitting at home. I mean, social care. Worker simply bring high to any place to draw blood, and then the blood can be brought to any place for doing the further following blood tests. It's the value of high.
Cool. Thank you very much. And one question I would like to follow up on is how long does it take? And it seems that it's portable. I can bring it everywhere. So how long should I take to finish one blood draw? 1 minute or 2 minutes or 10 seconds?
In my case, less than 30 seconds.
Oh,
But
wow.
for some people, may take 1 or 2 minutes of time.
Right. Okay. So that's a pretty short period of time. And then, so because Taiwan, with those products in place, we have done okay so far in terms of fighting the COVID-19. But one question remains is that what actionable measures did Taiwan put in place to make sure that we are able to control the spread of virus? Maybe perhaps Dr. Fu can give us some thoughts.
Okay, so we know that we learned many experience from the SARS in 2003, and the government and the people understood the coronavirus is very dangerous. So when the COVID-19 was happened, so we control the border immediately. And I think that in Taiwan there is a great system, the health insurance systems. So you can use the system to trace the people information, including the travel record, medical record, and their place of residence. So if someone got the COVID-19, then you can use the system to trace the contact history, and you can tell the relevant people maybe you should stay at home, and you need to monitor your healthy for 40 days. So another issue is I believe the mask is very important.
Right.
So in Taiwan, the COVID-19 was happened. The government built up the national team for mask production. So they government cooperated three foundation, including the E3 and one association, and cooperated more than 20 local companies to develop the mass production. So so they just spent 1 month. So it is successful to build the 60-row mask production line. So that when the COVID-19 come in, we can buy the mask. We can buy the mask
right.
in some special medical store. So
right.
I believe this issue is keep the Taiwanese safe. Yeah.
Excellent. So Dr. Fu mentioned 3 major issues. One is SARS experience, Second is we have perfect health insurance system. And lastly, mask production. Do you want to add something on that, on top of that?
Sure. Here I like to recall a book written by one of the co-founders of Intel, Andrew Grove. And the name is Only the Paranoid Survive. And the book talking about, finding out, crisis points before it's too late. I think beyond all of the measures that Dr. Fu mentioned, I think the decision makers at the time, especially in the end of last year, I think they were very serious about the information they got, and they made very serious, decisions based on very, paranoid mindset, so that many actions can be planned and executed earlier. And so I really appreciate of the associate decision makers, because their paranoid attitudes, and take actions before it's too late. So we survive, and not only survive, and also
Right.
can help, and
Yeah.
also help it.
Yeah. So a very interesting point. Precautionary measures to understand the threat that we are facing, and now we see that COVID-19 has already happened around the world. It caused damage. Does it affect your daily operation, or it makes you busier because you have to pursue a better treatment to coronavirus? What do you think?
Although it's not a good thing for many people in the world, but it's an opportunity for us to help. As you mentioned, that we actually to be much more busier, especially to deliver our products high globally. And in this regard, I really appreciate our manufacturer in Taiwan, and they actually overcome many difficulties, and to get the components and to assemble all of the components as the product, and so on and so forth, and also deliver to us so that we can deliver the product to our customers. And as you know that now, many countries, they are, maybe just reopen their
Economy. Right.
yes. And so that it means that in the past few months, they actually very struggle to provide, components for us to make the products. So thanks for many manufacturers in Taiwan try to help, and also international component providers try to deliver. What we need is especially helping people.
Indeed, actually, we are very fortunate to not experience the lockdown or something similar. We work as usual, and so that begs the question of I want to ask Dr. Fu, because now, as Dr. Xiong mentioned, we are seeing many countries trying to ease the lockdown and reopen economy, and even accept international travels. What measures do you think different nations may apply to commence the relief of lockdown? What do you think nations should do to achieve a better outcome, not to have more community cases or clusters? What do you think?
Okay, I think how to reduce the contact infection between you and me is very important. So if we open the border, and I think maybe the wear mask is we should do. Maybe
Right.
in office you join a meeting, you should wear the mask, and you also measure your temperature. So in each we always record our temperature on website. So
Right.
then later the each can trace your temperature and trace your your personal information. So I believe for COVID-19, how to against the COVID-19, how to trace the person people where to go. I think is a key issues. Maybe you can use the wearable device. Maybe you can use the when you go to a building, swimming pool, or somewhere. Maybe you can use a QR code to record your personal information. So I think it is a security issue for privacy. You know, the people will care. I might care their information. So maybe the government can maybe under the limited conditions, we can the government can use this data to use this information to maybe to against the COVID-19 and give the maybe provide a solution. Yeah. I think this is my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. So Dr. Fu mentioned that we probably have to wear masks and then check where people go. That's very essential to help control the spread of COVID-19. As you know, United States and many other countries are having serious issues about that. And what do you view on this issue? Do we have to do more? And especially in Taiwan and other countries where there are fewer cases, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a very interesting issue. Actually, we had internal, discussions, and also have some discussions with, some partners around the world. And as far as I know, there are some countries, they are planning to have a kind of document to record, the status of a traveler. For example, whether the traveler have antibody, COVID-19 antibody, or even the virus within that person before, boarding on a flight. And this could be a reality, especially in the coming months. For reopening the borders of many countries. And so there must be a quick, and simple solution can engage the need. For example, that travelers can, once they go to the check-in counter at the airport, and then they can receive quick blood collection and then quick antibody test as well as, virus test, and we are doing so. And now we are preparing not only, as I mentioned, we deliver it to various countries, but we also preparing another product. We call it EGI. EGI is, nucleic acid analyzer will be launched in the end of this year. It can be deployed at an international airport before travelers boarding to a flight, and blood to be collected by this high device, and then that blood can be further analyzed by our EGI and to report whether the person has, COVID-19 virus within or not before getting on board.
Right. Interesting. So that's where your product comes in place. You can use that product to draw blood quickly and frequently, of course. So the other thing I would like to ask is, so during this time, a lot of people are in lockdown, not in Taiwan, but many places around the world. What should when these people are in lockdown, in what ways do you think different startups from Taiwan or from other places could collaborate internationally? Because they cannot move to anywhere else. What do you think? How they can collaborate? Maybe you can answer first, and then later I'll ask Dr. Fu. Maybe Dr. Xiong give us some of your opinions.
Yeah. I think it's very essential that first that you need to know where the collaborators, where they are, and as Taiwanese startup or many companies in Taiwan, not only in Taiwan, around the world. I think the first step is to know where are your potential collaborators. And I think many companies really don't know, where their collaborators are. So very important, like in Taiwan, we have some governmental, trade organizations. They provide very good, help, assistance, and so on and so forth, in order to do the matching and also connections. For example, Taiwan, we have a governmental organization, we call it TAITRA. They actually help many Taiwanese companies to be connected to potential partners or even buyers and so on and so forth of a certain country. So like we actually receive a lot of very solid help from them. And I think this is the first step of, to know where they are. And then once you find out where they are, then you know what to do for the next.
Right. So Taitra and maybe many other collaborators or people that will help you connect with other important players is very important. So what do you think? In addition to probably finding potential collaborators, is there any other way to connect internationally during this period of time?
You mean the Taiwan?
Or other places, it doesn't really matter about the geography, geographical location.
Okay. For I think that in industry, because we have many project cooperating with foreign companies. But you know every time we meeting on the website, the time is very different. You know, if you want to cooperate call a meeting with the United States, you need to
time zone difference. Yeah,
it's very different. So I think in Taiwan, the mass production is very powerful for foreign companies, because we have a very powerful semiconductor and a powerful IC packaging IC design, and we have four out of top 10 EMS industry in Taiwan. So I think the mass production is Taiwan can help the mass productions, but I know that it's very difficult to foreign company how to connect the Taiwan industry. So I think that each is a good partner.
Yeah, each can be a partner too.
Right. Connect the local industry, and you know, Taiwan the hospital and the Taiwan medical is also very good. It's very powerful industry. So in industry, we also cooperated with many hospitals, so maybe we can do like the IRB, like the TFDA, and some verification to help the product to test the market, how system spec or how requirement your customer they need. So maybe we can help the startup to connect the Taiwan industry.
Yeah. True. Very interesting point here. Of course, E3 and other big local players can be the core collaborators that many startups or corporates are finding. And so here now we would like to move to the Q&A session. So now some because we have time limitation, we will not respond to each question. If there are too many questions, we may respond collectively at a later date. We will request our speakers to provide more information. And please, before you ask a question, mention to whom the question is for. And of course, the question, you type it in the live chat. And of course, it should be related to our today's topic. Right. Okay, so any question we have here? Okay, cool. So the first question I see here is to Dr. Fu. May you share your team's future plans, as there each has many spin-offs, and are you going to spin off, or are you seeking more collaboration or investments?
So I talk about the future plan in each for my department. So right now we change the UVC LED technology to the power amplifier for beyond 5G communication. So that before the conference, it's very difficult to connect the YouTube or something. And for future applications like the automated car or and the LiDAR or anything, your velocity, I mean the web the
Speed.
speed, yes, speed is you need to very quickly speed.
Right.
So you should from change the 5G to beyond 5G. The key component the device is a power amplifier. So this device we choose the silicon base because Taiwan is a very powerful silicon semiconductor. So we want to develop the key device and based on the Taiwan unique silicon semiconductor to help the beyond 5G, the industrial chain can build up in Taiwan, supply chain build up in Taiwan. I know the system is difficult for Taiwan because Taiwan, the market is very small, but the component, the solution or device provider, this is very suitable to Taiwan. And for spin-off, yes, right now we cooperating with the local company to develop the high efficiency UVC chip, and we also develop the many module production to against the COVID-19. So maybe
there's a possibility.
I think this is very detailed because it's a
privacy
issue
here.
If any opportunities, we hope we can spin off the company, maybe license from the E3 to to do some product to help people against the future virus or bacteria. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So the second question I have here is to Dr. Xiong. May you explain a bit more as what happens after the blood sampling? Do you offer a system to analyze the sample?
For now, at the stage, once the blood to be collected, we have this vial of blood, and you can use it to work with the strips you have for COVID-19. And not only COVID-19, at the moment, actually, there are some countries struggle with dengue, malaria, and so on and so forth. And we also provide strips for dengue and malaria. But if we like to know virus, as I mentioned earlier, that we are going to launch another, nucleic acid analyzer, EGI, in the end of this year. And it can be, used once you have the blood in here, and then you take the blood and then put in our EGI, and in 1 hour of time, then you can know whether the sample containing virus or not.
Cool. So obviously, thank you for bringing those objects and for your in-depth analysis and contributions to fighting the COVID-19. Those are keys to success in Taiwan for fighting COVID-19. Thank you, Dr. Xiong and Dr. Fu, for today's panel discussion. Very interesting stuff here. And now we are moving on to the startup presentation. Here we have, thank you. So, so we have 4 startups today with us, and the first one will be Heroic Faith. The CEO will be here to share with us their AI respiratory monitor system. So the floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay. So hi everyone, I'm Yuan Ren, the COO of Heroic Face. Okay, so let me introduce you our company. We are Heroic Face Medical Science, and our company main day is saving lives through innovation. So we're targeting a growing market that Medtronic mentioned it, the respiratory system diseases burdens are growing high and cause a lot of financial burden for the medical system. And beyond this, there's one particular question is unsolved and left behind out there. It is the respiratory adverse events in the procedural sedation. A lot of people underwent procedural sedations all the time. For example, you go to the GI endoscope, or you have a plastic surgery, or you have a lot of examination, you will underwent a intravenous procedural sedations. So there's an urgent need for the non-intubated procedural sedation just because the current gold standard anti-dose CO2 cannot really work. For example, like if you're under plastic surgery, you have a surgery on your face, and there is no place to insert the carbon dioxide tube. So the medical doctor cannot record the respiratory rates and cannot aware the apnea event, and it is tremendously dangerous. So in that case, there's about like 100 million people underwent the procedural sedation each year, and just in the United States. So we built up a first artificial intelligence respiratory monitor, use the auscultation sounds and very lightweighted auscultation patch just easily to put on the pretracheal area can display your respiratory symptom. And we're powered by 300,000 pieces of label deep learning assisted inhalation and exhalation recognition technology. So as you can see, we can label your inhalation and the potential hazard obstruction of your upper airway. And compare with the current standard, we are more adopt into different types of the procedures. And even though there is a brand new technology, is acoustic sensor for the children, but they cannot really use in surgical conditions. So we're trying to solve a huge medical expenditure burdens in the world. It's about like 3.9 billion. And we're targeting a particular range, which is a non-intubated procedural sedation. And we try to sell the whole device, including the stethoscope and the respiratory monitor itself. And we are about to clear the regulatory in Taiwan and United States. We are ready to go. So beyond this, there is still a COVID-19 outbreak and pandemic around the world. So what can we bring our AI respiratory monitor to the world? Because among all the deaths around the COVID-19, there's still more and more patients need intensive respiratory care. So just like the traditional medical doctor, they have the stethoscope. However, in the isolation suits, they cannot really use the stethoscope because they cannot put the earbud into their ear. So we jump in and put our stethoscope patch onto the patients and record all the breathing sounds. And by our AI technology, we can recognize whether these patients are tachypnea or they have wheezy or crackle conditions. We not only can give up these symptoms, we can also give up the severity of these patients. And furthermore, we can record all the events out there. So we are here at Face, we are a group of diverse talents. And if you're interested, you can visit our website. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zheng, the COO of Heroic Faith. Yeah. So next we will have Ganzing Technology. The CEO will be here to share with us their eye tracking solution. So thank you. The floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Xiao Yuchen from Ganzing Technology. So Ganzing is an eye tracking solution provider. So basically, I think everyone should see this Iron Man movie before. So in Iron Man, the Tony Stark, he can control his Iron Man suit with his voice and his gaze information. Yeah. So this is actually not from here. So actually nowadays, many companies they have developed amazing smart glasses. So they can design the glass like normal glass but with display. And many companies has developed AI assistants. You can use a voice control to control the AIoT devices. So what we still need? So it's the only gap between us and Iron Man is eye tracking. So eye tracking is the technology that you can see, we can know where the user is looking at. So it's a must-have component in the future. So there are actually a lot of applications. So you can see we list a lot of applications here: user interface, training, education, entertainment, medical research, marketing, and assistive technology. So among them, now we focus on the next frontier, which is XR. XR include the AR and the VR, so we can expect the high potential market in XR. So in XR, there are many applications for eye tracking. So I only mention one of them. So I think after the COVID-19, so people will find that meet your friends physically is actually sometimes dangerous. So people will start to seek to meet your friends in social space. So here I show you one example. So in the near future, many people will use the VR to meet your friends. So in VR, you will play as an avatar, and you meet your friend, who is also an avatar in the virtual space. So when you want to interact with your friends, you need to have a nature eye contact. So in the near future, every VR device will equip with eye tracking device, which can transmit the eye information to your avatar, and that you can do eye contact with your friends like this. So in the future, people won't go to the sports center to look to see the basketball game. So it's quite dangerous. So maybe people will do it in virtual space. So you can still eye contact with your friends, chat with your friend, and with eye tracking technology. So we also have a kind potential in the assisted device. So eye tracking can be used as a kind of a communication device between doctor and some inhibit people. Okay. So eye tracking is not a new technology. There are a lot of constraints of existing eye tracking technology. For example, they usually require high power consumption, and they have a limited usage scenario. For example, the device is large, expensive, and can only be used indoor. And one very important pain point is that there is a high integration effort cost for eye tracking. So people usually spend many months to integrate eye tracking into their product. But I think Genshin can solve this. So this is our solution, which is called Genshin Cora eye tracking solution. So this solution is consisted of 3 components. EPU, which is the eye processing unit, is our own ASIC, and we also developed 2 eye sensors. So when you integrate these 3 components into your device, you will have an eye tracking capability. So I think this module is the lowest power consumption and can be used in both indoor and outdoor, and is easy integration devices in the market. Yeah, so you can integrate the eye tracking into any kind of device, smart glass, and VR and AR. Okay, so I think we are running the B2B business model. So we sell the module and the SDK to our customer, and then they can integrate into any kind of a VR and AR device. So we just show some example here. Okay, so we have engaged with a lot of customers and how we can design in with them and do the mass production maybe in the next year. Yeah, so here I show you the team member. So we have a strong team in our company, and we also recognized by several awards. For example, the Qualcomm Innovation Award and the CES Innovation Award, and a lot of other awards here. Okay, so I think this is our milestone. So now we are running the A round for our company. So the target is USD 6 million, and we hope we can do the mass production in the near future. Okay. So this is our vision. So we believe that with our technology, we can unlock the potential of eyes as ultimate interface to the world. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, the CEO of Ganzing Technology. Very useful content for eye checking solution provider. Next, we will have the CEO of FlowView Tech to share with us their microscopy solution. Thank you. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Kyle from FlowView Tech. Today, I'm going to introduce our company. Actually, our company is providing an innovative in situ microscopy solution, and especially for nanoscale particle analysis for biomedicine. Our company, FlowView Tech, is a spin-off company from ITRI. We spun off from ITRI in 2017. And now we also got the support from National Development Fund, and also working with Sumitomo Corporation in Japan to develop the business in the world. We have been developing our business. We started our business from Asia, and now has been extended to United States and Europe. And so now we are trying to build as many as possible for global partners. Our company's core technology can be divided into three parts. And the first one, we develop our microfluidic chips, and it can be working in vacuum. And we also have a versatile and specially designed liquid sample holder, and can be working with an electron microscope. And we are also developing AI-based image analysis software, and can be used for a very unique liquid sample analysis. So recently, you can see the coffee is also very popular, especially just like dalgona coffee. That would be 400 time coffee in Chinese. It's very popular recently. However, nobody have seen this. I mean, why is the taste so creamy and so smooth? Nobody knows about that. But we are developing some very special nano inspection technology, so we can analyze such a phenomenon scientifically. So actually, our technology, nano inspection technology, is not always rocket science. Actually, we can apply for such a practical application. So with our solution, actually, you can see very detailed analysis for the bubbles from the micro scale to nanoscale, and even quantify it. And I think, so if someone is interested in this topic, actually, we can work together to find out the best recipe for dalgona coffee to make the best flavor. We are providing the world-leading resolution for particle analysis. So people can use our technology to analyze the nanoparticles, not only the particle size, but also the composition and even particle checking. So in the biomedical field, magnetic particles are very important, especially lots of instruments are using magnetic particles to detect COVID-19 virus. And our solution can help them to do the quality control and even further development for more efficient detection. So that's what our solution can use for. And our solution is not only used for very high tech, for example, electronic application. It can also be applied for biomedical applications such as liquid biopsy or medicine development. So if anyone wants to develop further medicine and even more efficient detection, I think our company, FlowView Tech, can be your very good partner always. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the CEO of FlowView Tech. Okay, next we will have, last but not least, unique biotechnology. We have Ruby here from Unique Biotechnology. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. And I'm Ruby from Unique Biotechnology. I'm the VP. And we are the company to do good to your life and do right to our earth. So please do me a favor. Imagine that you are walking into a place like a building, like a bank or a hospital or a swimming pool. How do you feel at the first moment? And would you like the smelling? I believe that the answer would be no. You would definitely don't like the smelling. And the next question would be, where does the smell come from? So since the outbreak of COVID-19, that people are more care about the environmental cleaning and personal cleaning. And in the past, people can use like bleach and ethanol or other disinfectants to do the personal cleaning and house cleaning. But with Unique Biotech, you have another option. Unique Biotech has invested a new technology called UC, like like I show in my PowerPoint, that UC has a future like simple, stable, safer, and stronger. It is a solution that has the ability, that with the strong ability to anti the development of the germs and the viruses. And recently, it has been proved to suppress coronavirus and the enterovirus and some influenza virus. So for some countries or for some clients, it's an option for you to use for the cleaning in environment or personally. And UC is a technology, like I said, that is a solution to anti the development of the germs and the viruses. And we have another technology called patented preservation method, UC. With this patent, we can extend the storage life of some daily products. Like we have a commercial product called Sir Humphrey Davy long-acting antiviral and antibacterial spray. It has been proved to suppress the coronavirus and some influenza virus. And it is eco-friendly. It is alcohol-free with no alcohol inside. So it can be applied in some Muslim country, and our UC technology has another certificate like halal certificate. So it is a good option for some country. And if you go inside to the pharmacy, you may see some pharmacists that strongly recommended our product to you, because in Taiwan that our product, so Humphrey Davy, is well known to everyone. And for some parents and some kindergarten, they buy our product to help this outbreak of COVID-19. And luckily that in 2013 and 2014, we have obtained several rewards like International Innovation and Invention Competition. And in 2014, we have obtained a reward in Moscow. And even more, we have published a UC-related publication on the Journal of IJERPH, which is really, really very surprising to us. And this is the patent that we have got so far. And basically that UC is a technology to apply in the field like water related or air related. So UC technology can be applied in water treatment, air treatment, and livestock poultry farming, food safety, skincare, aqua farming. And eventually, we hope that UC can be a certificate that represents safe, pure, and fresh and clean. So here is our global business partners, and we are looking forward for some cooperation with the company or other country. If you have some OEM or ODM service, you are in need of this service, please contact us, and we eventually we hope that UC technology can be globalized in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruby, so much. So I like to conclude this event. We have Dr. Xiong and Dr. Fu, two experts, joining us today, and we also have 4 sexy startups that present their healthcare or biotech technology solution. And then before you go, I would like to ask you again to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press, of course, the bell icon to make sure that you don't miss any of our latest news. And we look forward to seeing you more because we'll have more events in the future. And if you are in Europe, I will be the first guy you see in the morning. So I hope you have a wonderful day ahead and kick Monday blues away. See you.